to the point where seriously, you followed me in. Was it the same guy? Yeah, it's the same guy. Alright guys, so this is a new video that I want to do. I want to do something sort of kind of like Minecraft Mondays or something. Basically, Minecraft is the very first computer game I ever started playing, so it's got a real dear place to my heart. And I'd like to do it as close to every Monday as I possibly can, because I think it'd be a fun little addition. We'll do Ark Survival on Wednesdays, we'll do Minecraft on Mondays, and maybe we'll do Fallout 4 on Fridays, just to keep things interesting. I figured that should be a good mix to start out with, just to see what you guys like, what I like. So this is my relatively brand new world in Minecraft 1. I think it's a 1.9 snapshot. Don't recall off the top of my head. I can look it up later or show you guys later. Over there, I found a zombie spawner, so we can have our XP farm there. This right here, I know it's a little hard to see, it's a little dark, you guys, I apologize, but when I spawned in, it was midnight practically, so we're just going to have to wait for that to go down. But over there, this little island here is where we are going to make my home base, or our home base, whichever you prefer to call it. Let me guys know. This is a little bit of a customized world. I did not do Survival Amplified, I've seen that done too many times, but I also didn't want to do a normal world. So I went into the custom world options, tweaked a few things around. So as you can see, we've got a lot of islands. We've got island there, island there, island there, tiny island there, this island here, the big island that we're going to be building on. And if you want to count a single block as an island, there's an island there. So this little grotto here is where I've decided we're going to start building. So you've got kind of a steep incline around there, but if you come in here, it's kind of like a little bit of a harbor. Goes all the way up to the side, you got steep cliffs on either side. That's where I've been building. Ow! Gosh darn it. Ow. Damn it, skeleton. Alright, we're gonna have to take care of that guy. He's gonna piss me off later. Ouch! So this is where I sort of dug a little hobbit hole in here. Are you gonna come over here? You're just gonna hide. You're just gonna hide like a little bitch. Alright. So this is where I've started building us a hobbit hole. We've got our mine shaft down there. Haven't done too much mining, maybe 5 strips. Up here, I started us with a little bit of a farm. You can see we've got melons going. We've got mushrooms hopefully going to be growing sometime soon. They're back in that corridor. They should spawn in closer to us. Expecting some melons. We do have wheat growing. We've got sugarcane growing. So this is just to try and get us started. This is a world that I have done a little bit of work on, like I said, so we're not starting from scratch entirely. Hope that's alright with you guys. It's alright with me. And we're just going to wing it from here. So one of the things that I want to do with this world is I want to get it to the point where... seriously? You followed me in? Was it the same guy? Yeah, it's the same guy. Basically, I want to make this world to the point where we can have an unlimited supply of basically anything that we want. So that means automatic food farms, automatic XP farms, resource farms if we can, such as an iron farm maybe. You can see this is the island that we're going to build in. My whole idea for this island home base is build it into the island so that the island looks natural, but at the same time there's a whole base in there without disrupting the outside too much, because it's kind of a cool island, I think you guys would have to admit. So we got another island there, another there, over there, over there. The whole place is just covered in islands. There's no real like giant solid landmass like a continent. So that's sort of the whole point here. So one thing that I want to start with for this episode, unfortunately, is just do a bit of mining and chatting with you guys. So one of the things that I wanted to chat about was something that it happened to me today, or I just noticed it today. I'm not sure when it happened, but I don't understand people who do this. And that is people who will damage your car or scratch your car or damage a piece of your property and not tell you, not even leave a note. I went through the car wash today, and I've gone to this car wash for years. I know the guys down there, they're great guys. I know the machine. The machine does not scratch cars. I came out of the machine, and there's this like 16-inch scratch running down my passenger side fender, down my passenger side front bumper, literally about 16 inches. And just from the way it was kind of vertical, sideways type deal. I know it wasn't the machine. The machine doesn't move that way. The machine's all cloth, so cloth doesn't scratch cars. Let's put it that way. So the only thing that I can think of is somebody at Albertsons, when I went grocery shopping, hit it with a cart or something, didn't leave a note. Just figured, hey, the owner's not here, let's just make off before he makes us pay for this or anything. And I mean, I wouldn't have made them pay for it anyways if they were cool about it. I need some coal to make some torches real quick. But it's the whole, you leave without even so much as a note. That's what bothered me. If there had been a note, I'd been like, okay, cool, I'll just do what I'm going to have to do anyways, which is go and get some scratch remover, buff out the scratch. Once the scratch is buffed out, go ahead and wax the car, because you removed all the wax when you do the buffing. And it's not a big deal. The buff out is pretty cheap. Only took like an hour and a half to buff it out and wax it total. So it's not even the time, it's not the money, it's the principle of don't damage somebody's property and then run off. That's just bullcrap. So enough about that ranting and raving. Let's put that back. There we go. So yeah, enough about that ranting and raving. One thing that I'd also want you guys to do, just like on my Ark Survival video, I want you guys to let me know what I can improve on, what needs work, what you would like to see. As you can probably tell between the Ark Survival video, which comes out the Wednesday after I'm recording this Minecraft video, I believe, you should notice between the two a dramatic difference in video quality. I did change softwares. Softwares? Wow, that was bad grammar. I did change software, and there we go. So I did change software. That should help a little bit, both with sound quality and video quality. The first software that I had, where I was recording Ark Survival, it was only recording at like 10 frames per second. It was awful, man. So I went ahead and upgraded to Fraps, and I believe I'm recording at 60 frames per second right now, so it should be pretty high quality for you guys. And Minecraft is running 100% smooth because I've done a lot of tweaks with it, whereas Ark I'm still tweaking to make sure it's lag free. But that is sort of what we're going to have to deal with. Get some food real quick. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty sure that this is far superior to what we were running. What we were running, I'm not going to say because I don't want to bash any companies, but it was just terrible. This should give us a much smoother experience for both of us. Now one thing I did try... Ooh, diamonds! One thing I did try and explain to you guys, because this is the second time I've recorded this episode, was I did talk about, and I can't remember what led up to it, but I started talking about what goes into making anything that's creative, be it a book, be it... Oh, I now remember. I was continuing from the Ark episode, where I was talking about how I work full-time and I'm a full-time student, so videos might be a little bit far and in between. But I was going to talk a little bit about what I'm in college for. I'm actually in college to become an English literature major with an emphasis in creative writing, so no prizes for anybody guessing that I want to be an author. Which is what led into the discussion about what goes into creating a piece of creative work. That was a terrible sentence right there, I apologize. And we were discussing how it's really the people, the audience that you're portraying to, be it creating videos on YouTube, be it writing a book, the audience is everything. If the audience doesn't enjoy it, you're not going to be able to make a career out of it, or you're not going to be able to have a long-running series, or whatever it is. Which is why I want you guys to let me know what to improve on. But one of the things I did discuss was what goes into being an author. Let me tell you, it's a lot of work. People make jokes that there's one step to writing a novel. Step one, write. There is no step two. That is not true at all, but it is a funny joke. So basically what goes into being an author is first you gotta write the novel, obviously. That usually takes some people a year, some people a month. Sort of depends on how fast you write and how much your muse is speaking to you. But once you do have that done, you have to do your edits. And I was explaining in the first time I tried to record this episode that I don't necessarily think that going to college and getting a college degree in writing makes you a better author. What I think it does is I think it makes you a better editor. And editing is really important. As much as authors hate to edit, most of us, it is important. So you write your novel, you do all the edits that you can make, and then you have somebody else read it, because they're going to read it from an unbiased point of view. Have your girlfriend, have your brother, have your boyfriend, have your parents, whoever it is that is willing to give you an honest review and some honest changes that you need to make without obviously bashing you to smithereens and saying that you suck and that you shouldn't be doing this, yada 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 yada. Once you've made their edits, then you're going to go and you're going to try and find yourself a agent. And agents are notoriously, wow, we're getting lucky on the diamonds, man, are notoriously hard to get. So what you do is you send off a query letter, which basically talks a little bit about yourself and your book. I can't remember if I edited the ore spawns of this map or not. I made it a long time ago. Anyways, you write a query letter, and you send it off to a bunch of agents. On my first novel, because I've written one whole novel, it's never been published. I've sort of given up on getting it published at this point, and I'm working on a second one, which I'm almost finished with. But what you do is you try and get an agent, and they're probably going to reject your novel. I think out of the first 100 or so letters that I sent for my first novel, only, I'd say about 30% of the agents replied, and they were all rejections. The other 70% didn't even bother to reply. They were just like, nope, not even going to waste the time to reply. But on the chance that you do get an agent, they're probably going to say, yeah, I'll take on your book and represent you and your book if you make these changes to the book. And you're going to go back and forth with your agent about whether or not those changes need to be made. Yeah, I think I definitely edited the ore spawn of this map. Let me know if you guys want me to make a new map that doesn't have ore spawn rates changed, because I think I did edit this one. So you're going to go back and forth with your agent about what they think needs to be done, what you think doesn't need to be done, and you're eventually going to come to a middle ground, or you're going to butt heads too much and you're going to go your separate ways. Once all those edits have been made, though, then the agent is going to pitch it to editors who work for publishing houses. And those editors are probably going to reject the novel. It's a lot of rejection in the novel writing business, let me tell you. They're probably going to reject it, but on the off chance that they do accept it, they're going to say, hey, we'll accept it on these conditions, and those conditions are usually that you make further edits that they want made. So you're going to go back and forth, woo, lava. We're going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and if you all agree on the novel, and it gets published, the most important step becomes the readers. Just like the viewers of YouTube. Do the readers like it? Do the readers want to keep buying it and keep reading it? That's what makes an author, is the readers. So that was a long tangent about what I'm doing in school and what my goal is and how we get there, no matter what it is. Be it, say you want to be an actor. My friend Joey is in college to become an actor/model. Again, it's all about the viewership. Do they like him? Do they like his acting style? Do they like the way he looks? That's one thing that I find hard about the field that he's going into. Is it's all about how you look. And if you don't look pretty or you don't look handsome, you're in for a rough road, but not impossible. I will never say it's impossible, but you're in for a rough road. The one thing that I like about being an author is it doesn't matter how I look. I could be the ugliest son of a bitch on the face of the planet and nobody would care, as long as I wrote well. So, kind of similar to YouTube. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of this video, because we're going to be cutting it short a little bit. I just wanted to give it a shot, give Frap... What? Did I go too far? Yes, I did. Give Fraps a shot. Make a, 15, 20-minute video, give or take, and just try out the new software. Get some feedback from you guys. Do you think this is the software to go with, at least initially? Compared to the last stuff, I'm pretty sure this is going to be way better. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, give me a thumbs down. All of it's going to be taken as constructive criticism, guys. So long as you're not like bashing me. Like I've heard some YouTubers, they get death threats over these things. And I'm just sitting there going, really? Really? You're going to threaten somebody with death because you didn't like their video or they didn't do what you wanted them to do in the video. That's just ridiculous. So if you do something crazy like that, I'm going to ignore you. But if you give me some constructive criticism, like you want me to change something, you want me to go to a world where I didn't edit the ore spawn rates, you just let me know, and I will be happy to do so. On that note, guys, probably going to call it a day. We did a little bit of mining, we did a little bit of chatting, kept it around, like I said, 15-20 minutes. I don't want to bore you guys too much. And I will get back to you later.